Good morning. It has been a busy week, and today, we've been following what Jesus has been doing. Today, we don't really know. Yesterday was a really busy day, and I hope you were following along through the times of what happened. But today, there's a lot of discussion as to what was Jesus doing when he was in the grave. There's basically about 4 different theories. The first theory of what Jesus was doing was that when he died, he descended into hell, and he actually was tormented by demons. He was walking around as a spirit, tormented, and he actually died spiritually, and so he ceased to be God apparently. And my question with that theory would be why the need for Jesus to go down there and be tormented by demons? He said when he died, he said, "It is finished, paid in full, it's done." So I don't see the need for that theory, and I think it's wrong. Another theory is that he was in the grave and he just didn't really do anything. He was just there in the grave. But basically the main thing in all this is that we don't really know. There are some scriptures that people try to pull out from Peter and from Ephesians, but the context, it's really hard to know exactly. The one thing that I do know is that what Jesus said on the cross, he said to the thief, "Today you will be with me in paradise." So where is paradise? Well, I believe it's the presence of God. So the Jews had a belief in something known as Sheol or Hades, a place where people went when they died. You had like the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. You had the torment side, and then you had Abraham's bosom. So when he told the thief, "Today, you will be with me in paradise," that would have meant that Jesus was in paradise or in heaven with God, not down in hell. And then also, one of the last things Jesus said, he said, "Father, into thy hands I commit my spirit." And so it doesn't make any sense that Jesus would descend into hell if that was the last words that he said. So I believe it's possible that maybe for a short amount of time, Jesus went to Hades and loosed those in there that were in Abraham's bosom, and they went to heaven with the Father. I don't know on all that, but one thing, just another theory that people have is that he went down to hell and he took the keys from Satan. And once again, there isn't really any biblical reference to Satan ever having any kind of keys. So I don't know, but one thing that I would say, I believe that today, when Jesus died, I believe that he was reunited with the Father in heaven, in paradise. That's what I believe. Once again, there's not tons of scripture to back any of these theories up, except for a couple of things that Jesus said on the cross. So, but just think about this. So, for 33 years, Jesus was on this earth. His relationship with the Father was different because he was bound by human flesh, just like we are. When we die, our spirit, if we have the righteousness of Christ on us, when we die, we are instantly in the presence of God. Jesus had no sin. He was perfect, the Son of God. I believe that when he died, he was instantly back in the presence of God with his Father, and there was an incredible reunification going on. Angels singing, just an incredible party, a triumph over death, over sin, and then later on, of course, coming down to fulfill the resurrection. Some of the verses that you can read today, the rest of Matthew 27, verses 62 through 66, doesn't really have anything to do with Jesus, but you can read that to get ready for chapter 28. But one thing, when these 2 days, today and tomorrow, when he's in the grave, something that I personally am focusing on is, what does this all mean for us? And so tomorrow I want to be looking at Romans. And so in preparation for that, what you can do is you can read Romans chapter 5 and 6, and then tomorrow you can read Romans 7 and 8. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to be talking about some of that. What does it mean that Jesus died, and what does that mean for us? So thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow morning.